What is going on, people inside that internet machine? Welcome to this episode of the Pickups. Yes, I need a haircut, but make sure you let all those anti-resellers on YouTube know that I bought stuff to resell. So before we get into the stuff that I got this weekend at garage sales, it's been like a 12-hour day every day, just going to garage sales, thrift stores, getting home, cleaning stuff, getting it listed. It's been a long day, but that's the life of a reseller. Long days. Part-time reselling is full-time work. Full-time reselling is like having two jobs. At least that's what I say. So anyway, a couple years ago for Christmas, my wife bought me a whole bunch of the plastic retro protection, for DVD cases, jewel cases, Nintendo games, Super Nintendo games, that kind of thing. And I misplaced a pack of like 50 DVD cases. Couldn't find them. Finally found them this week. I was digging through some boxes and finally found them. So I went through my entire PS2 collection last night, which is why I'm like, oh, right? And I don't know if the same thing's happening to PS2 that's kind of happening to 360. It's a little bit different, I think. With the 360, there's sort of that FOMO, that you got to get these games now, and they're backwards compatible, and they're shutting down Microsoft Store, and Microsoft may be out of business, at least out of the console business. So with PS2, this came out in like 2000. So those kids that were, 10 years old when the PS2 came out, they're now like 35. They're about at that age where they're going to start buying, PS2 and Xbox and all of the other stuff that they had when they were kids, right? It's just that 30-year cycle. Give me 1 second. My clamp light fell over. This is a Steven Spielberg production here. So I went through my entire PS2 collection last night, and some of these game prices are getting a little crazy on PS2 as well. So I wrapped up a whole stack of PS2 games. So I'm just gonna run through them real quick. Again, trade shows coming up, so if you see anything you gotta have, you can call dibs or say you're interested in it. But Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2. Now 3 is the expensive one. I didn't really realize that this one had a lot of value, maybe because people can't get their hands on 3, which is why they're buying 2. But fighting games and wrestling games sort of have that same thing where there might be some different characters, some different modes, some different arenas, that type of stuff. So I don't know, because I don't know anything about Dragon Ball. And then Dragon Ball Z, just regular Budokai 3, starting to get up there in price. I was surprised at this one, Dragon Ball Z Infinite World. And I'm pretty sure I got this at a thrift store or something. Maybe I got it in a lot, but yeah, this is like $100 game, $100 and something game. So that's crazy. Game that'll never get played. Half-Life. Can't believe that game's like $50. I think it's still got the thing on it. There's a thrift store I used to go to and say it's like blue tag this week that's 50% off. Well, on Monday, a green tag is like the new tag for the week. If it was blue tag and it was under $12, it was just 75 cents. And I'm pretty sure I got this in there. Obscure the Aftermath, Castlevania Curse of Darkness, Lament of Innocent, which I hear is a really good game, so I kind of want to play that. I knew as soon as I found it I was going to box this one up. Resident Evil Outbreak File 2, Magic Penguin, again, a game that I'm not going to play, so that's probably trade bait if somebody wants that. The sealed copy of Rough Trigger, Natsume game. Dragon Ball Z, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, The Beginning of Destiny. Now I'm going to go up to Maxine's Bargain Box in a couple weeks, and I'm going to see if they have these cards that were supposed to come in there and try and complete that a little bit more. And then I was kind of surprised by this one, Total Overdose, A Gunslinger's Tale in Mexico. Does include the bonus disc, which is a Tomb Raider preview disc. But yeah, happy to get some really nice PS2 titles in some cases. Now she bought me some different ones. These ones have the tab on the back. These ones don't. So I mean, either way. But yeah, I'm gonna go put these away. So I think everybody's sort of weirded out that everything's going streaming, and they keep raising the streaming prices, and you can only get it with college football. It drives me nuts. You want to watch Ohio State versus Minnesota, but that game's only on Peacock, and you got to buy that one package. You got to buy Peacock to be able to buy that one game. It's out of control. So I think a lot of people are switching to media, and I totally get it. So media that is like $1 I'm probably just gonna buy it if it's Blu-ray, if it's something that I want, something I can use as trade bait. But at Goodwill, La Femme Nikita season 4, really nice condition. It was 99 cents. Usually they charge up for their seasons. John Wick Chapter 3. Never saw a John Wick movie. Again, these were $1. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. Ready Player One, that's the one that I'm just gonna put that right in the collection. And then Hangover Part 2. So those were the Goodwill pickups. Got those for $1 each. So there's an antique mall on Anthony Drive here in Newark. If you've ever been there, go there. It's kind of cool. Most of it's all antique stuff, you know, but they do have a couple booths that have media, DVDs, sports equipment. Most of it's like glassware and what do they call that? Oh, primitives. I think that's what they're called. A lot of that stuff. DVDs, these were $1. Or I'm sorry, Blu-rays. So Marvel's Black Panther. I really like this movie. I thought it was really good. This one is still sealed, again, for $1. I have a list of all the Marvel movies that are on Blu-ray, including the non-MCU ones, you know, like Blade, Ghost Rider, the Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man, things like that. Well, I guess he's sort of in the MCU now, but... So I have a list, and I'll check that one off the list, throw that one in the collection. But, so I'm walking around, and I see this bag of patches, okay? These are vintage Girl Scout patches, and there were 25 in this bag, and it was 10 bucks, so it's like 40 cents a pop. Definitely knew I was gonna buy it. I actually already sold about $15 worth of these patches today, but like, this is really good, right? Girl Scout 75th Heart of Ohio patch. There's 9 of them in there. It's an easy listing. Throw it up there for $3.99, $2.99, whatever it is. And patches are now included with eBay standard envelope. So, because no one wants to pay $3 for a patch, you know, and then have to pay $5 shipping. So if you're not into the patches, eBay standard envelope is a great way to ship them. I always buy them when I see them at garage sales because usually they're cheap, they're easy to list, they're easy to ship. 1 ounce is 63 cents for the buyer, 2 ounces is like 88 cents, and then 3 ounces is like $1. So that's a little bit more manageable. This guy had this media booth. It was all 8 tracks, records, CDs, and cassette tapes. I did get a Toby Keith cassette tape. If you see Toby Keith stuff out there, just kind of buy it if it's cheap, because that stuff, you know, the guy passed away, unfortunately. So yeah, people want to buy his stuff. But in his CD thing, I found a bunch of these like old school freestyle CDs. Again, this is stuff they don't make anymore. You have to kind of hunt for it on YouTube. People that buy this stuff, you know, that collect media. But for $1, we got Old School Freestyle Volume 1. That's a big one for Mr. Matthews there. He's really into freestyle. The Dynamics 2 Electro Bass Compilation with a warning. This album contains frequencies that may damage your speakers. We cannot be responsible for your equipment or your health. This is dangerous. Again, these are like $10 to $12 things. And then the Thunder Pussy sampler. Who's on this? House of Chaos, Club Zone. So yeah, this kind of stuff, these techno, bass, DJ stuff, they may take a while to sell, but at $1 and you're getting 10 to 15 bucks for them, I definitely snagged those. So Friday I went out garage sailing and, you know, just stuff everywhere. This first garage sale. They had some DVDs, they were all like $3, you know what I mean, for DVDs, except for Spice World. This was 25 cents. I bought some Cleveland Indian stuff from them, some shirts. If you see the Cleveland Indian stuff with the Chief Wahoo on it, that's usually pretty good. But Spice World, you know, it's a $15 to $20 DVD because it's out of print. The Spice Girls don't put their stuff on Blu-ray, so the only way to get this is on VHS or on DVD. So I watched it, you know, listen, OSW, Old School Wrestling Reviews, did a review of that. It's a fun movie to watch once, you know. You can tell that it was made like, set up the scene where they're in cosplay, little concert thing, little bit of exposition, cosplay, concert, exposition. It's sort of like, it's like you could tell how they shot that movie, you know, it was sort of rushed. They did it in a couple of days. So yeah, so 25 cents, I gave it a watch. Not bad. Listed on my eBay store for 15 bucks. Next garage sale, how much are your DVDs? She said they're all just $1. So I picked up the Lilo and Stitch 2-movie collection. My daughter really likes Lilo and Stitch, and one of her friends really likes Lilo and Stitch. So, you know, the Disney stuff, especially the Disney stuff that has, you know, the Blu-ray. This has both movies on it. There's a DVD and then there's another DVD in there. You know, slipcover's always a little bit better, but that stuff, not too bad. Haven't seen this one in a while. Actually, pretty uncommon Drop Dead Fred on DVD there. Not crazy expensive, you know, 10 to 15 bucks, but for $1 for sure. And then I sold this one this morning. Porky's The Ultimate Collection has Porky One Size Fits All Edition, Porky's 2 the next day, Porky's Revenge, and $1. Sold it today for $16.99 plus shipping on top. No, that's Shed Flips. Shipping to boot. No, that's Madcap Toys. I made them pay shipping. That's gonna be my CM Retro thing. So it's getting long in the day, man. It's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You know, I'm out running around, doing all that stuff. I see this garage sale sign. I'm like, that sign wasn't there yesterday, so I'm pretty sure that I didn't hit that one. And lo and behold, I walk up and there's a couple boxes of Xbox and Xbox 360 games. Nothing too crazy in there. Most of it was like water damage, just need to be resurfaced, that stuff. But you wanted $3 a piece, so found some gems. Got Grand Theft Auto San Andreas on the 360. Again, pretty common game. It does have the manual and the map poster. So for $3, I figure I'll pick it up. You know, 12, 15 bucks there. This is a good one. Death Row Underground Team Combat. I didn't realize this game was getting that high priced either. 25, 30 bucks for this game. I'm definitely gonna bring this to the trade show. I'm gonna swap the case. So I've got extra Xbox cases, so I'll get this looking really good if somebody's interested in that. But you know, Xbox games are still relatively cheap on the original Xbox, and you know, the original or the Xbox only, you know, games, those exclusive games, you know, pick them up. You know, if you collect Xbox, I know some of you guys do out there. Adam, Matt from Oak City Gamers, but you know, you guys do old school Xbox. Dat Game Collector does old school Xbox, so Alex does it. Found this game. You know, some of these sports games are pretty valuable. I think everybody knows about NCAA college football, 2K14, and NCAA 2K8 college hoops. But the NCAA basketball 10 game with Blake Griffin on it, pretty expensive. So the one that came before 09 is also kind of expensive. You know, it's about 40 bucks or so. So we'll get that resurfaced, we'll get it cleaned up, and we will throw that on the old eBay store. If you like the old Micro Machine stuff, I picked up a bunch of vintage Micro Machine stuff at the Heath Flea Market. Threw it on my Toy Freaks channel. That video is posted now, so if you want to check that out, see all those cool Micro Machines. Found some pretty cool ones, found 2 rare ones, let's just say that. Found the A-Team van, 70s van with the A-Team paint scheme. Yeah, pretty expensive there. And then I found a Toyota Hilux micro lights. You know, you press it and the lights up. You know, that's about a $20, $25 car. So anyway, that is going to do it. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. How have your garage sale season been going so far? It's pretty chill. I do pick up like shirts and little knickknacks that I don't show on the channel, just because the feedback was you guys aren't really interested in that stuff. You kind of just want to see the video game stuff, the media stuff, anything that's super cool. But I thought I'd give you a heads up on those patches, man. Buy patches because you can ship them cheap. People buy them. So yeah, definitely awesome. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share on social media. Don't forget to bang that notification bell so you stay updated on all of your CM Retro gaming goodness. Guys, take care of yourselves, and we will see you on the next one.